Organic dope.
High Dollar Entertainment bringing the UFC 153 breakdown. Takes place October 13th, 2012 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
And I'm representing Anderson Silva, baby.
Look at that, huh?
Highlight real time.
Gonna
that. Whoop Stephan Bonner's ass.
Yeah, Stephan Bonner.
Of course, everybody knows that. Well, you like that? You
Where'd you buy that?
It's UFC.
Nice.
There's Anderson or whatever. As long as he got paid some more money, that's all I care about.
The Spider.
I just want to make sure I give him some of my money since they won't bring the UFC to St. Louis.
Well, I mean, you can afford to do that since you're the champ. You know?
Right? I am the champ because I just picked the most right.
Yeah, that's true. You did.
That's what I do.
Stop outclassing
52, 35. It's strong. It's strong. Yeah, it's only going to get better.
52-35. I guess it doesn't even matter what we have.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's far below.
That's true.
Far below. So tell me one of you guys. Tell me one of you guys is going to take Stephan Bonnar.
Come on now.
Come on. Tell me. He can't do worse than Forrest, right?
No one can do worse than Forrest did.
You know, I like Stephan Bonnar. I do. I really
sucks.
do.
I mean, he's all right.
I like Stephan Bonnar, and
weird.
So you're picking him?
All of his interviews so far have been realistic. He hasn't come out and said he's going to whip.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome when he said, you know, it's fuck if I lose, so I get paid. I get paid. And I lost to Anderson Silva, so what? You know, if I win, I'm the fucking man. You know, it's pretty cool.
I mean, he's been pretty cool about it. At least he didn't come out and say he's going to beat Anderson Silva like everybody does. You know, it's unique. You know, I like Stephan Bonnar.
He's real. I mean, he's
really going to get his ass kicked. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, how can he win the fight?
He was retired.
How can he win? Retired. How can he beat Anderson Silva? How is it even possible
Rob,
to beat him in a 5-round fight?
Up with something?
Flying scissors.
He can't do that.
That's the only way he can win.
He's gonna pull a lesbian move on him and scissor him.
No, not that kind of scissors.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
What was it? What was it called? A flying scissor?
Yeah, it was flying scissor heel hook.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rio Chonin.
Yeah.
Rio Chonin against Anderson Silva.
Yeah. Not going to happen, man.
That's the only way he can win.
That's what you guys got, right? I don't have any picks.
Anderson Silva, yeah.
Anderson Silva.
Here, I'm gonna pick this. So Anderson Silva by, wait for it, unanimous decision.
Yeah, fucking right.
I'm telling you.
You think he's going to toy with him just so we don't have to kill him?
I think that nobody's ever finished Stephan Bonnar by TKO.
It's going to happen. And it will happen.
Stephan Bonnar, if he loses, okay, I'm just going to say this. If he loses by TKO, it'll be because he's bleeding so much the doctor stops it. Because that's happened before for Stephan Bonnar. But he ain't getting TKO.
It's happened twice.
It'd still be considered a TKO.
Stephan Bonnar bleeds real easy. Shit, he bled against Forrest.
So imagine what Anderson Silva's going to do to him.
Yeah, he's going to bleed, but he ain't going to get knocked out.
Bullshit.
He's like a big human punching bag.
Fighting the greatest in the world.
He is
like the fucking flat out greatest.
I mean, he's not Roy. He's not Roy Nelson. He's not Roy Nelson Iron Jaw, but I mean, he's got a good jaw.
He's gonna get whooped.
Sorry, Rob, but you're way off on this one.
He's got a good chin.
I'm going to say, if it goes 5 rounds, it's because Anderson Silva...
It's only a 3-round fight.
I'm sorry, if it goes 3 rounds, my bad. I'm used to saying 5 for Anderson.
Oh, it is, you're right.
But
that's
if
why
it goes... Well, no,
is it
really... It's the...
it don't matter.
No, it's the main event. It's still going to be 5 rounds.
2 rounds.
No, it's 3 rounds. They already said it. Anderson wouldn't accept the fight unless it was 3 rounds.
Oh, okay. Well, either which way, only way it goes...
He's not in shape.
Only way it goes 3 rounds is if Anderson Silva says, hey, you know what? This guy came out. He was cool. He didn't say he was going to beat me. He was going to try and fight me. And it was a save the card.
Okay, wait a minute.
And you know what? Maybe I won't destroy this guy and I'll toy around with him for 3 rounds.
Let's back up for a second.
1 round.
Let's back up for a second. You're telling me that he's going to knock Stephan Bonnar out, but he couldn't knock out Damian Maia in 5 rounds.
He doesn't have to knock him out. Finish him. TKO. Stoppage.
He couldn't TKO Damian Maia in 5 rounds. He's not going to TKO Stephan Bonnar.
But is he going to be...
Whoa. He could have. He just didn't. He didn't do anything the last 2 rounds. Maybe. Whatever.
He still won the fight. No joke.
Yeah, and he broke his jaw and broke his nose.
Yeah, he dominated the fight. And he'll dominate the fight against Stephan Bonnar, but it's unanimous decision.
Nope. He's going to finish him.
It's in Brazil.
In fucking Brazil, dude. He's fucking... He is Michael Jordan in the fucking 90s.
Right, but that doesn't mean anything. He's going to beat Stephan Bonnar, and he's going to look fabulous doing it, and the crowd's going to be happy as hell. Just because you can't knock out a guy with a concrete head doesn't mean...
Yes, you can. Anderson Silva can knock out anybody. Anybody.
Stephan Bonnar is not getting knocked out.
Getting finished.
Yep.
One way or another, it's not going to go 3 rounds. You heard it here, folks.
It's not happening.
You're wrong.
Unanimous decision.
All right,
So
we got
wrong.
Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira and Dave Herman.
I'm going to throw out a quick Don Fry reference here. Dave
Oh,
Herman
shit.
did beat Don Fry in 2009 recently.
Oh, yeah?
Recently.
Yeah, a few years ago. 4 years.
Yeah. Well,
Who you picking?
that's pretty recent.
Not Dave Herman.
I think Nogueira.
Although it was a tough decision for me because really neither one of them in their recent fights have fared so well, as we all know that Frank Mir snapped his arm.
Yeah, is he going to come back 100%?
I mean, he fought in December 2011, so it's been almost a year since the broken arm. So he's had plenty of time to recover. So I would imagine it was just a broken arm. It's not like it was torn ligaments, and
Yeah,
I know just a broken arm sounds.
It was a clean break, though.
It was a nice clean break, so I'm sure it was an easy, repair, easy surgery.
Did he need screws and fucking bolts and shit?
I do think he did need pins. It was the same break as I had from my arm wrestling.
I would think that he
ordeal.
wouldn't have as much punching power in that arm anymore. But
It's been a year, though. I mean, that's quite a while.
Yeah, he
Broken arms are, 6-8 weeks?
Unless he gets in another
That
exact
doesn't
same
really
thing.
matter. I think he's going to make a comeback. Nogueira's a legend.
Dave Herman ain't submitting him.
He can't.
No.
He can't lose to Dave Herman. Isn't Dave Herman like Ed Herman's brother?
We got Glover
he's
Teixeira and Fabio Maldonado. This is a big fight people are talking a lot about.
I'm going with Glover Teixeira.
A lot of hype behind Glover. He did look really good against what was it, Kyle Kingsbury?
Yes. Submission arm triangle.
Everybody's afraid to fight Glover Teixeira is the word. Probably not true. But
If you look at his last 3 fights, it's kind of scary. Submission arm triangle, submission punches, KO by punches, submission by rear naked choke, TKO by punches, KO by punches.
Does anybody really know a lot about Glover?
Nope.
Don't know a lot about him except for his record here. He looked pretty. I mean, I do know he did lose to Ed Herman, though.
I actually do. What? You're fucking with me, right?
No, he lost to Ed Herman in 2005.
Ed Herman. Forget about Ed Herman. Screw Ed Herman. No one cares about Ed Herman.
You're gonna change your pick?
No, I'm not gonna change my pick. I'm gonna give you some information about Glover Teixeira.
Enlighten me, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some information about Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira was Chuck Liddell's sparring partner during Chuck Liddell's reign as light heavyweight champion, and now Chuck Liddell has groomed Glover Teixeira to be his new protege. And this was all on Fuel TV. I'm not like an encyclopedia or anything, they did like an expose on him just recently, and Chuck Liddell and his trainer are grooming him to be basically they think he's going to be the next light heavyweight champion, and that may be true or may not be true, but Chuck Liddell is high on him. He says he's pretty much the best sparring partner he ever had. The only reason he wasn't in the UFC more recently was because he had visa problems. He was married in the USA, and he forgot to renew his visa or something, got deported, and couldn't get back here for a few years. But been training with Liddell the whole time with, what's their team, Pitbull or something, or the Pit or something like that?
Yeah, it's the Pit.
So, I mean, they're high on him, and he's got evidently good wrestling defense, and really good striking and really good jiu-jitsu. So,
I feel good with my pick now.
So now, if you ever wondered why people were scared of Glover Teixeira, it's because Chuck Liddell said you better be fucking scared of Glover Teixeira.
Here, I think we got to fight John Fitch, Eric Silva, that they made to see if John Fitch could possibly, at all,
still make a run,
have a fucking exciting fight.
No, it's not possible.
Nah.
Eric Silva's an exciting motherfucker, man.
You know what they should have done? This is what they should have did.
Who wins? The exciting?
The boring wins.
So that means you're picking Fitch?
Yeah, for sure. Boring always wins.
Yeah, I'm going with the Fitch.
Disagree.
Really?
Eric Silva, man.
You think Eric Silva's going to make John Fitch exciting?
I think it's going to be exciting to see John Fitch lose again. So, yeah, the fight will be exciting. How exciting was the John Fitch, Johnny Hendricks
what
fight?
they should have done.
Right? How exciting was that?
That was awesome, yeah.
Right?
That was cool. That was like 8 seconds long.
That's what happens
12.
again.
12, okay.
Eric Silva wins
I'm
this
picking
one.
John Fitch by Wait for it.
Not
Unanimous
decision,
decision.
is it? Oh my!
Unanimous decision.
You blew me away with that.
Who'd you pick?
Well,
I took John Fitch.
So you picked unanimous decision as well, right?
No. Of course it's a knockout. Yeah, absolutely, it's a decision.
John Fitch for Dan. Eric Silva for the champ.
Yep.
Phil Davis, Wagner Prado as a rematch.
Yep.
I think
A fight that probably shouldn't have been stopped the first time.
He wanted to fight.
He did, but he couldn't convey it to the doctor or the referee or whoever.
Well, it worked out good for him because now he gets to fight at home and get the win anyway, as he would have got before.
He was winning the fight, I will admit that.
Right.
But I'm still picking Phil Davis again.
Really?
Because he looks like Arsenio Hall. No,
That's why?
No, that's not why. I think he was just having an off night. I think Phil Davis is talented. As far as like the Ryan Bader type of talent, I guess.
You don't think he looked flat?
He didn't look great in that fight, but I don't think he looked as good as he did
What about
against
Rashad?
Rashad.
he didn't look very good against
Well,
Rashad. I didn't think
He didn't look good, but he survived and didn't get knocked out or submitted. And I mean, he didn't look dumb. He looked worse against Wagner than he did against Rashad, I think. But
so. Rob's doing what he said he doesn't like to do. Also, he's going against the undefeated.
Wagner Prado,
Undefeated.
he doesn't have a win in the UFC yet though.
He doesn't, but he's still undefeated.
Where's he fought?
Let's see. MF Max fights over in Brazil.
So
Anywhere you fight in
so
Brazil, you're
basically-
fighting competition.
yeah, so they fought like on the beach or something.
But it doesn't matter. It's against other Brazilians. So anytime you fight another
Well,
Brazilian,
he got the UFC jitters out of the way. He had a fight. He's fighting the same guy, and now he gets to fight at home.
and not to mention he was winning the fight the first time. I mean, he was on a roll.
Phil Davis ain't gonna lose this one.
You should have rolled with us.
Should have stuck with all of us.
No.
We got Damian Maia and Rick Story. Who,
Well, someone gave you some advice about this fight, didn't they?
I think they did. They said Rick Story's too fast. Was it too fast or too strong for Damian Maia?
Now, Damian Maia, wasn't he a 185er?
Yeah, he is.
And he moved down to 170. Yeah, he's fighting at welterweight now.
Right.
And he beat Dong Young Kim really quick. And he's,
47
so he's going to be
seconds.
stronger and bigger than he was at 185.
Probably a good fit, and I like Maia.
And-
Stand-up's getting better.
And Anderson Silva couldn't beat him in 5 rounds by knockout. Or
Oh, he
TKO.
could have.
But
He just didn't.
I think Damian Maia looks good at welterweight, and I'm picking him despite the guy that tried to give you advice.
Yeah, well, he told me to pick Stan, too, so...
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Damian
that's right,
Maia
he
did beat Ed Herman.
What? Who cares about Ed fucking Herman? No one cares about Ed fucking Herman.
You love the Hermans.
I don't like any of the Hermans or the Danzigs.
I'm really doing it because I like Bill's reaction every time I throw out another Herman in the face.
Well, tell us why you got Story, Dan, because I see
You
you got
picked Story?
here.
I did pick Story. I just once again I look at I'm gonna go off records and who they
You
fought.
picked
and
Story because he beat
he's
Alves, didn't you?
he's beat Thiago Alves. He beat Johnny
Yeah, you
Hendricks.
picked
He
him
beat
'cause he
Dustin
beat
Hazlitt. Recently Brock Jardine, but he beat Jake Ellenberger in the past. He's
Is
got
that Keith Jardine's brother?
I don't know. So, but I mean the guys he's lost to Martin Campman, Charlie Brenneman, John
He lost
Hathaway.
to Charlie Brenneman?
He did.
Charlie Brenneman just lost,
He did lose.
but it was a little early.
Yes, I remember that fight. That was just that was just the last fight.
Yeah, I
wasn't it?
know. It was early. It was early stop. Well, it was early in my opinion.
But I'm going with Rick Story. I like Story. He's a little more tested, I think. Over competition. I know Damian Maia's got some big fights too, but I just like Rick Story.
Okay, that's fair.
Good deal. We got preliminary cards on FX. Who's the first fight?
Sam Cecilia and Roni Mariano Becerra.
That's not bad. You did pretty good on that.
Hey,
Nice.
I try sometimes, you know.
That's not bad.
I'm going to take Becerra.
Taking Cecilia.
Cecilia over here too.
Nice.
More featherweights and bantamweights and flyweights showing up, it looks like.
I'm a big fan of Gabriel Gonzaga.
Are you?
I am.
Is it the hair?
I don't
Or
know.
the
I've
chest
always
hair?
liked
You
him.
like the chest
No,
hair?
he looks a little like my cousin's kid, but that's not why I like him. I just
You
think
have a
that's
kid?
amazing.
Do you know a kid that looks like Gabriel Gonzaga?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Does he have the
I'll
chest
pull
hair?
up a pic and show you. I might do a side-by-side here for you guys.
Wow.
I don't know much about Geronimo dos Santos, but they talk high about him. He looks like he's a beast when I looked at him.
He has a lot of
ridiculous
fights.
Amount of fights
In a short period of time. If you look back to February, starting, we'll just say 2011.
How many knockouts does he have? He has a shit ton of knockouts.
Well, first, let's look at 2011. In 2011, he fought in February, and he won. KO. He lost TKO in March. Then he fought in April. Then he fought in July. Then he fought August 14th. And then turned around and fought August 18th. Won both of those two fights. Those were in the same city. But then he fought September 2011. He fought September 11th. And then he fought September 30th, December 3rd, December 18th. And then in March, April, May, and June of 2012. In this year, in 2012 alone, he already has 4 fights, and he's won them all. This guy,
he doesn't train; he just fights.
He just beats people's ass, apparently, too.
He's the best training.
KO, TKO.
How many KOs? Because I saw a lot.
3, 4, 5,
You don't got to count them; it totals them, man.
Yeah, it does total.
Oh, it does. Up at the top. That's right.
That's why you're so slow over there, man.
23 knockouts.
Yeah,
23 knockouts.
Wow.
Well, maybe it's 24, man. I'm going to have to pick against my boy Gabe. I'm taking GDS.
GDS. Taking him as well.
Going to go with Geronimo. That's right. Rob, you're going with Gonzaga, aren't you, Rob?
Fuck no. I don't think I've ever picked Gonzaga, ever.
I thought somebody had Gonzaga. Bill, did you pick Gonzaga?
I didn't pick.
Even in the NCAA bracket?
I didn't pick. What? I didn't pick Gonzaga when he fought Randy Couture.
No, I just had it written down here. Bill, did you have Gonzaga to start?
No, I got Dos Santos.
All right.
I mean, I don't dislike Gonzaga, but he ain't going to win.
We got Gleason Tebow and Francisco Drinaldo.
I thought Gleason Tebow moved down.
I like Tebow.
Didn't he move down to 145? Did he move back up?
He's a pretty big guy. I don't know.
I thought his last fight was at 145.
Maybe he didn't.
It says lightweight and welterweight in his division.
Maybe I'm mistaken him for somebody else.
He's 155.
Maybe it was Tyson Griffin that moved down.
Yeah, Tyson Griffin.
That's probably who I'm thinking of.
Possibly. I mean, he's a little smaller. Gleason's pretty stacked for 155 anyway. I'm going to take him.
I am too. I'm going to take Gleason Tebow over Francisco Drinaldo.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go opposite of you guys, and I'm going to go with Francisco Drinaldo.
Well, we also got Diego Brandao and Joey Gambino.
I really feel bad about picking Brandao again because I've picked him like the last 2 times, I think, and lost.
Oh, he lost.
Or at least the last one time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he won his fight before that against Dennis Bermudez. That was Ultimate Fighter 14. It was submission of the night and fight of the night.
Yeah, I picked him last time and I lost, I think. And that pissed me off.
Was that for the...
Gonna play the probability, or what do you think? Who are you taking?
No, I'm taking Brandao because I feel like he can... I feel like it was a good pick last time. He just got beat.
Brandao won the Ultimate Fighter, right?
Yeah, he won the Ultimate Fighter, and he's got crazy knockout power. But I don't think it's a. I think it's a fluky loss. I think he's still going to keep winning.
Yep, I'm taking Brandao.
So
I think he gets the knockout too. Sergio Moraes and Rene Forte.
I have Forte in this one.
I'll take Sergio Moraes.
Sergio. Luis Kane and Chris Camozzi.
Camozzi.
I'm going to go ahead and take Luis Kane. And we also got Cristiano Marcelo and Reza Madadi.
Taking Madadi.
And Madadi. That's UFC 153.
Like, favorite, subscribe.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
We out.
Appreciate the comments. You're going to federal pound me in the ass prison.